And what is up, guys? Technicals here. It's time for the monthly roundup for the month of August. How much did I make mining cryptocurrency? We're going to go through what I got, how much I paid for in electricity, and all those other little trimmings, and my thoughts on the state of cryptocurrency mining moving forward. I'm the Technicals. Let's get into it. First up, my power bill. How much did I pay in power? Here's my power bill right here. So take a look. If you're unfamiliar, I run all my miners in a detached building that has its own electrical service. So I can really kind of sort of holistically calculate how much power I'm using, because a lot of people I see that do their calculations, they don't really figure in, how much power is my router using, how much power are the lights using, or if you're mining in your house, how much extra power is your air conditioner using to offset the heat from those miners. It's stuff that you really can't calculate, and a lot of people, it probably doesn't make sense to, but this kind of gives me a real true picture of how much I'm spending on power, because I don't really do any mining in my house. Taking a look here for the month of August, $770. That's for 10,511 kilowatt hours. That brings my power rate to, bam, 7.3 something, let's say 7.4 cents, under 7.5 cents per kilowatt hour. Leaps and bounds cheaper than what most miners are paying. I'm not sure how I'm still getting away with having such cheap power, but I'll take it. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. And as summer draws to a close, I actually get to enjoy wintertime rates, and I think that might take me into the 6-cent area in terms of power. I should just build a hosting facility on my property. I don't know why. I should just do that. But I don't know if the rates are going to hike or what. But we need to drill, baby, drill, and get cheaper power for everybody. But for the month of August, super duper cheap power, $770. But even with that cheap power rate, I was barely profitable. You can just scroll down, take a look at the bottom here. My total profit for the month, $63. Now, there's a lot of factors that go into that. So for the month, $770 in power costs. My total intake is pretty much all ASIC at this point. Not really doing any GPU mining, not really doing any CPU mining. All those are purposed and tasked on Salad. Now, my total profit would be about $200 higher because I did not take Salad payouts. And I don't put in money into this unless I take a payout. So if it's just sitting in a pool, I don't consider that in this chart at all. And so I don't know how other people figure it up. But to me, it seems a lot cleaner until the money becomes sort of real, even though it's not real because it's cryptocurrency and I'm just floating my power costs and holding most of the coins that I mine. I don't consider it. I don't consider like partial payments. So if it comes into my wallet, then I consider it a payment. Also with Salad, if I take the PayPal payout and it hits the bank, I consider that a payout. So I haven't taken a payout in Salad in some time. My balance is about $210 right now. So I only took the one single $100 payout from Salad over the month. So it would be a little bit higher from there. Otherwise, on the ASIC front, problems galore. My CKB miner, my K7, I think it has to do because I run all my miners on a Starlink as well. I think I'm experiencing some latency issues there, and it just keeps kicking me off the pool. So I'm trying to work around that. Hopefully it's not an actual issue with the miner. If anyone's had a similar issue, maybe you're running your miners on Starlink or having some latency, high ping or something like that, getting kicked off the pool and the miner just goes down. Or if you've got a K7 and you're experiencing sort of issues with it just stopping mining, it'll go about a day and then it'll stop. I turn it back on and it runs fine again, and then I start to get a lot of rejected shares, and then it goes down again. So if you experience something similar, let me know in the comments below. 20,000 CKB for the month, but at halfway through the month, I switched my K7 over to NiceHash because I was experiencing those problems, and I just switched it over to NiceHash. I'd been meaning to do it for a while just because I want to accumulate some more Bitcoin, something a little more with a higher liquidity, because I wanted to start using the proceeds of mining to do some more speculative plays. I wanted a nice bag of CKB, a nice bag of Nervous, but then I wanted to start mining straight into Bitcoin so I could buy things like, I don't know, Chlor or Flux or any of those other types of coins, Caspa. My total CKB for the month and the price of CKB, not doing so great either. Good for $160.92. Cass, one single payout because F2 pool is only doing 100. The minimum's 100 now, so I was only able to take one payout there, and the Casper rewards, yeesh! Casper rewards not doing so good, because I remember when I got the KSO Ultra, I think it was on the order of 12, 15 CAS per day. It's like 4 now, and that's with an overclock KSO Ultra. So you know, if you're in the mining scene, it's no, you know, you're probably very familiar with the emission schedule going through the roof, the hash rate going through the roof, more miners coming online, sending everything to the floor. So, you know, the Cas miner probably doesn't make sense to even run it at this point, but, you know, cheap power, keep running it. Caspa is probably going to do well. So I'm going to continue to run it and continue to accumulate. As I was mentioning, my Nervous miner over on Nice Hash, good for a total of about $58 in Bitcoin there. My X5, count them, 2 solo blocks mining Monero on my X5. Probably not worth it still. I think I need to hit like 4 solo blocks at this point to break even as to what I would have been earning pool mining on my X5. But I kind of like it. I like, you know, take a little risk, you know, do a little something interesting. But it is nice when you log in and see that you hit a solo block on there. So hit those 2 blocks, good for a total of $212.55 of Monero. And finally, my Bitcoin ASICs, my S21, my 2 S19J Pros on F2 pull, taking, again, this is only payout. This does not include my pending balance, my one single payout of 0.05 Bitcoin for that period of time, good for $286.39, bringing my total to $733.82. Combine that with the salad total, that brings me to $833.82 minus $770 in power. $63.82 was my profit for the month. Calculate that out into revenue per kilowatt hour. I pay 7.5 cents, and I'm able to generate $7 or almost 8 cents using that power. So we've seen that figure a lot higher. Mining, not so great. So my thoughts on cryptocurrency mining moving forward, I'm going to continue to do it, obviously, especially with coins that I don't believe in any coins, but coins that I think are going to stick around. Bitcoin, you know, basically the coins that I have ASICs for, I think, you know, probably have legs and will survive. So Bitcoin, Nervous, Caspa, Monero. Monero is eternal. As long as people want to do shady things, then Monero, I think, will continue to be around. But that's the name of the game with cryptocurrency mining. I think, honestly, with the whole salad thing, I know a lot of people don't like salad because it's not cryptocurrency mining, but I continuously see more and more reports. I know the AI thing, people are getting nervous about it. They think it's overhyped. They think, you know, NVIDIA is worth too much money. But it's only going one direction, man. And we're still going that direction. Maybe not as fast, but all these companies continue to build supercomputers for it. And they keep talking about the amount of compute required to train these models is just leaps and bounds more than whatever they can build. And so I see distributed AI compute platforms like Salad, like TensorDot, like Flux, like Chlor, like all of these. And I got to think that there's a lot of potential there. And I think that's really the next incarnation, because that's the big thing. I mean, it parses in my brain. GPUs are the hardware that is used to train these models. Ton of people with the GPUs that aren't making money, that bought them to make money, you know, smash that together. That seems to me to be the thing. But obviously big companies don't want to do that. They'd rather build their own thing that they control. But it seems to me that, you know, enterprising upstarts like Salad or Flux or any of these others, if they can really find the secret sauce and make it work, and maybe just ditch the whole like Salad, just ditch the whole cryptocurrency aspect of it and pay out directly in money, I think that's the way it's going. But certainly if there is a bull run and prices start to appreciate, people start to speculate, people want to gamble again and start buying coins, then yeah, mining is going to be the next big thing. But at this stage, honestly, is spec mining even a thing? Because I remember saying a long time ago that mining's a hobby and mining's, you know, just a speculative play. But honestly, in a post-Ethereum world, spec mining, there's so many more people spec mining. Because previously, when you're spec mining, it's like you were spec mining, but everybody else was, you know, properly mining Ethereum or something like that, for profit mining. So now that doesn't exist anymore. Everybody who is still mining is a spec miner, at least on the GPU, CPU side. And so when something comes out, you know, it's everyone's on it immediately. Like I saw Rabid Mining recently put out a video, and Son of a Tech, I think, talking about, you know, these all these coins forking away, trying to get away from the entity. And it's like, well, there's this potential here for these big profits to be made once they do the fork. You know, if you can jump on it, you can get some higher yield. For how long? Because it doesn't matter your scale. If you're on the small scale of things, you're going to get what? High yield for 6 hours, 12 hours? That's nothing meaningful. And if you've got a larger operation, it's even less meaningful, because you've got all this capital tied up in the equipment. it's just not enough time. And so really the only plays with spec mining are for brand spanking new coins that no one is paying attention to. Now, sure, you can mine speculatively on coins that have already existed that you think are going to go somewhere, but honestly, I think it seems to me that the longer a coin's been around, it's like it loses its luster. People are not interested in it anymore, and it's really these brand new coins that get all the hype, get all the attention, the belle of the ball, and that everybody wants. And that's really the only place where spec mining can really occur. But I'm sure as I say that, then all those coins that I just mentioned that aren't going to go anywhere are going to go through the fucking roof, and I'll be proven wrong. But it's fine so long as we all can make some profit. I'd love to know how you're doing in the comments below, because if you're watching this video, why are you watching this video, man? Why are you mining still? Let me know what you're doing in the comments below, how your power rate is. If you're spec mining, what are you spec mining? Tell me what you're spec mining and why, because honestly, I'm not doing the research on these coins. They're so boring. Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video because it's the nice thing to do, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'm TheTechnicals. See you next time.